Welcome to our Saturday morning yoga class. I hope you've found a space where it's quiet and you can just let go for the next hour, freeing our minds, connecting movement with breath, kind of revitalizing and recharging ourselves for the day ahead. So I want you to make this your very own practice. If you want to just lie on your mat for the next hour and breathe, that's a wonderful meditative practice. So it's all up to you about what you want to get out of your practice today. We're going to start with some relaxation, so let's go ahead and go down on our mats. Let your arms be restful at your sides. And let's keep our palms open face to the sky. Feel your shoulders fall away from your ears. And we're closing our eyes and breathing deeply in through the nose, expanding belly, back, and rib cage as we inhale. Exhaling out through the nose, feeling that same area of your body contract and empty. And while we're breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose, let's bring awareness to our arms. And I want you to breathe from your shoulders to your fingertips. And then let's shift awareness to our legs and breathe from our hips down to our toes. Now let's bring breath and awareness into our spine. Want to breathe from the top of our head all the way down to the tailbone, letting our breath make its way in between each segment of our spine, creating lots of open space. We've essentially created a blank slate. Let's inhale just our left arm towards the sky. Exhale, let it float softly down behind you on the mat. Once there, let's extend all the way out through that left hand and push out through the left heel, stretching the left side of the body while the right side remains completely soft. And then go ahead and let that left side relax. Inhale, right arm towards the sky. Exhale, let it float back behind you. Once there, stretch out through those right fingers, push out through the right heel. And then let that go soft. Now let's stretch arms and legs together, really lengthening from the center of your body out. And then let it all go soft. Inhale both arms to the sky. Exhale, let's return them to our sides. Once they've made it back to the mat, I'm going to pull the left knee all the way up to the chest. Keep the right leg extended on the mat, and let's point and flex our left foot. Make an easy circle with your ankle, lead with your big toe. And then let's reverse that. Allow your foot to rest. And then from there, let's just circle the knee around. And then let's go the other way. Hug the knee in once again, nice and close to the body. Feel the belly button pull in tighter and tighter, and then bring the shoulders, neck, and head off the floor so your nose is aimed right at your knee. Let that area roll back down. And then let's bring the other knee in, give it a nice close hug. And then we'll send the left leg out and we'll keep the right knee in. We'll start by pointing and flexing right foot. Rolling the ankle around slowly. And then do a few in the other direction. And then just allow your foot to rest. From there, let's circle the knee around. And then let's go back the other way. And then just hug the knee in really, really close to your body. Tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs. Shoulders, neck, and head round off the floor, nose towards your knee. And release back down. Let's bring the other knee in. We'll give ourselves a nice tight hug with our shoulders relaxed on the mat. Add a few gentle rocks side to side. And then come back to neutral spine. Circling our knees around, massage through lower back. And then let's reverse. And then just hug the knees in really close to your body. From there, let's tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs, and let's bring the nose towards the knees. And release back down. Try again, tighten the belly, round up, nose towards knees. And release back down. Now I want you to flex your feet and spread your toes out as wide as you can. And then scrunch them in really tight. Spread them wide. Scrunch in tight. Spread wide. Scrunch tight. Once more, spread wide. And then scrunch up tight. And then just let your feet relax. Let's set the left foot down and place our right ankle on the left thigh. And begin by pressing that right hand into the right inner thigh. And just press, press, press until you feel some resistance taking place in your hip. Let's ease up. And again, gently press. And then let's ease up and release, and we'll change. Cross left ankle over right thigh, and then use your left hand to push on that inner left thigh. And then release. And try again, a little bit more pressing. And then let's release, and we'll place that foot back down. From there, let's bring the knees back in close to the body. Add a few more gentle rocks. And then a few more knee circles around. And then reverse. And then we just hug the knees in close. As we exhale, let's roll all the way up. And then once we've made it up, we'll come into our easy tailor style position. If you find it challenging to sit in the tailor style position, feel free to insert a pillow or another mat that you've got rolled up nearby. And then let your hands rest on your knees with your palms open face to the sky. Continue to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, and then let your chin drop against your chest and breathe into the back of your neck. Let's inhale, lift the head to back, open your throat. Try again, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift your head to back, open your throat. And then drop chin to chest. Now roll that ear off to the left. Drop the chin and roll right. Drop the chin and roll left. Drop the chin and roll right. Dropping the chin and roll left, and then we're going to hesitate there. Place your left hand just above the tip of your right ear. Feel that increased stretch along the side of your neck. And then let's press the right palm down into the earth. Extend the left arm towards the sky and just gaze up. Let's side stretch off to our left or right. And then inhale, lift back up. Again, side stretch. Inhale, lift. Side stretch. Now sweep the arm forward. Reach all the way out to come back up. And we'll side stretch again. And then lift back to neutral. And let that arm float down. Once it's made it down to the mat, extend those arms long at your sides, fingertips lightly on the mat. And then place your hands together at your heart. Let your hands come back onto the knees, and we'll drop our chin to our chest. This time, tip your right ear to your right shoulder. Place your right hand just the tip above the tip of your left ear. Breathing into the side of your neck. And then add that palm pressing into the mat. Let's reach up towards the sky, gazing up. And then side stretch to your right. And inhale back up. Again, side bend to the right. Inhale, lift. Once more, side bend. Now sweep the arm forward, reach out. Bring it yourself back up, side bend. And then we'll lift to neutral. And let that arm float down. Once the fingertips make it to the mat, let's extend the arms again so that they're lightly touching the mat. Lengthening the spine. And then let's place our hands together at heart center. From there, let's point the fingers away from the heart and turn them in towards your heart. Pointing away and then pointing inward. Once more, point away and then point inward. And then just let your hands point your fingertips towards the sky. Let's lace our fingers together. Push our palms away from the body. Breathe across the upper back and the back of your shoulders. And then let's let the arms rise up. Without feeling your shoulders start to lift. Just push your palms towards the sky. Stay long in the waist and begin to rotate to your left. Go as far as you can. And then let the fingers float all the way down to the mat. Looking over that right shoulder. Let's inhale the right arm up. Let it come down in front, and then from there, let's start walking those hands forward as you drop your head and round your shoulders. We'll bring ourselves back up. Again, let your palms press together at your heart. Lace your fingers, push your palms away from you, and let them rise to the sky. Sitting taller and straighter, let's start rotating to our left as far as we can, and then let the arms float down. Remain in that tall, seated position, looking a little bit farther over that left shoulder. And then let's bring that left arm up from behind, let it come forward, and then let the hands walk forward away and drop the head as you round your spine. As we inhale, we'll slowly come back up. And let's come back into our tall seated position. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, feel the body soften, and then let's make our way onto hands and knees. Once there, we want foundational hands. So our fingers are widespread, palms turned in slightly. We've got our shoulders over the wrists. We're going to press down through second, third, and fourth knuckles on both hands. Meanwhile, the tops of the feet are pressed into the mat. We're feeling a really long stretch from our tailbone to the top of our head. Let your navel sink as you lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, scoop the belly in and round out for cat. Inhale, lift, open for cow. Exhale, round out, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round for cat. And then just make your way into that neutral place. Let's extend out through the heel of our right foot, pushing that leg straight, and then add the left arm forward and rotate your left palm to the sky. And I want you to think about stretching the arm and the leg away from one another. Exhale, let's lower and we'll switch. Extend out through the heel of your left foot. Reach the right arm forward. Turn your palm to the sky. And again, extending away from each other. Exhale, come back onto all fours. Once there, press down to the tops of your feet, sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head again, opening for cow. Exhale for that cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then just bring yourself back to neutral spine. Let's touch the big toes together, separate the knees a bit more. Push back through your tailbone. Let your chest drop through your knees, forehead on the mat. And then turn your palms towards the sky. And keep stretching your fingertips towards the front end of your mat and pulling your tailbone towards the back end of your mat. We'll flip the palms back over. Foundational hands, we tuck our toes under, and we're sending our tailbone towards the sky. Let your head fall to extend out arms and feel your ribs pull closer to your thighs. From there, let's walk our dog a few times, lift and lower each heel individually. And then keep one heel raised as you drop the other. And then switch that out. And then press both heels down. Now let's inhale ourselves into a good strong plank. Belly button tight. We're pressing away from the mat. Exhale, push back up into down dog. Inhale again into that plank. And exhale, down dog. Once more, inhale to plank. From there, let's modify to the knees. And then begin to lower, elbows opening, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, all the way back, extended child's pose. Palms to the sky, really stretch and reach. Come back to foundational hands, tuck the toes, and let's make our way back up into down dog. Now I want you to nod your head yes, and then shake your head no. And then just let your body press. Inhale again into plank. Modify if you'd like, or lower in one piece. Elbows wide, chest first, then hips. Tuck elbows in, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. Exhale, lowering, chest first, hips down, press down, inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once more, inhale into plank. Exhale, coming down, inhale, rising up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's walk the dog a few more times. And then just press both heels down. From there, we're going to take a giant step forward with our right foot. Place it there between your hands. Let your eyes look out and feel a long stretch from the heel of your left foot right out through the top of your head. Drop the left knee down, press through the top of your left foot. Now start lifting upper body and stretch to the sky for crescent moon. Let's open the arms nice and wide, neutralize your spine. Begin to rotate to your left, and then let's place the right hand to the inside of your right foot and extend the left arm to the sky. Breathe into that rotation at the waist. Take away any tension from your neck or your shoulder. Exhale that hand back down. Straddle your front foot, tuck your toes under. Lift the left knee, we're back in plank. Now step back, or that runner's lunge, step back into plank and press back up into down dog. This time left foot steps between the hands. Once there, we check that our knee remains over our ankle. Our eyes are looking out. We feel that long stretch from the heel of our right foot out through the top of our head. And then go ahead and sink your knee down, press to the top of your right foot, and reach to the sky, crescent moon. Let's open the arms wide, neutralize the spine. Start to rotate to your right. Place your left hand on the mat inside the left foot, and then keep reaching that right hand higher to the sky. Exhale that hand down. Straddle the front foot. Tuck the right toes under, return to lunge. And now just step the right foot forward. Want to bring our big toes closer together, keep the heels apart. Let your upper body rest against your thighs as you drop your head. And then engage in the abdominals to roll us up one vertebra at a time. Once we're up, reach to the sky. Exhale to your heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to your heart. Again, inhale to the sky and exhale. Fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll up, touch the sky. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, extend. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink down. Now let's step back, right foot, left foot into plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to your heart. Inhale again, extend and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, let's melt. Now let's cradle our elbows in the palms of our hands. Make a frame around your head. And let that upper body rest in that frame. Let's release fingers to the mat. Step back with your right foot, bringing you back into lunge. Push down through the right heel, turn your right toes out. Align your left heel with your right heel. Now lift upper body. Let's keep knee over ankle, hip bones forward. Add your arms to the sky. Warrior one. Let's open the arms wide, neutralize our spine. Stay long in the waist and begin to hinge forward, bringing your rib cage close to that front thigh for airplane. Now start moving the arms forward so they're alongside your ears. And then as we inhale, start lifting up and return to warrior one. On the exhale, let's fold forward, hands to the mat. Come back onto the ball of your right foot. Push your left leg straight and extend the right leg behind you, hip level. Now position both your hands so they form a tripod with your left foot. And there's our tripod balance. We can remain like that or align your left thumb with your left pinky toe. Start to roll the right hip open and then add that right arm reaching to the sky, creating your half moon balance. As we exhale, bring the right hand down if it's lifted. And then let's step the right foot in. Big toes close, heels apart. Bend those knees. And as you're bending your knees and sinking your hips, you're going to pull your knees closer together. And then begin to lift your ribs away from your thighs. Extend the arms alongside your ears. Chair pose. Inhale, rise from your chair. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale again, extend, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Again, let's cradle those elbows. Let your head drop within that frame and feel your ribs resting on your thighs. Let your fingers return to the mat. Take a giant step back with your left foot this time, bringing us back into our lunge. But then push your left heel down, turn your left toes out, and align your right heel with the back of your left heel. Lifting upper body, keeping our hip bones facing forward, reaching to the sky, warrior one. Let the arms go open as we neutralize our spine. Stay long in the waist and begin to hinge forward, bringing your ribs close to that front thigh for warrior airplane. Now start extending the arms straight out alongside your ears. And then let's lengthen as we inhale and rise back up into warrior one. Exhale, let's fold forward, hands to the mat. Return to the ball of your left foot and then push the right leg straight as you extend your left leg behind you, hip level. Hands form a tripod with your right foot. Make it remain like that, or align your right thumb with your right pinky toe. Start to roll that left hip open and then add that left arm reaching to the sky for half moon balance. Whenever we're balancing, we want to feel like we're being lifted away from the earth, not sinking down into it. Now as we exhale, go ahead and bring the left hand down if it's lifted. We all step the left foot in. We've got our toes close and our heels apart. And then we're going to bend those knees. While we're doing that, we're bringing them closer and closer together. And then we can lift our ribs from our thighs, add our arms alongside our ears, and breathe into our chair. Inhale, rise from the chair. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Step back with your right foot, returning us to our lunge, and then simply walking around to form a wide straddle. Facing the wide edge of our mat. Toes either straight ahead or turn them inward. Hands directly under shoulders. Knees can be as bent as you need them to be. Inhale with our flat back, and then exhale, we're going to melt. And we're going to see if we can't just let the upper body become limp. You don't want to feel any stress or strain in lower back, so bend your knees as much as you need to. While we're here, I want you to try to spread your toes out really wide on the mat. And then push down into your palms so the arms get straighter. Try lifting your toes off the mat. So now we're just resting on our heels. And spread those toes out really wide. Now press all your toes back into the mat. And let's raise our heels. And then let your heels push down. And let's slide the left hand over so it's centered beneath us. And I want you to push on it with your right hand. And then let's inhale, right arm to the side, and exhale, revolve at the waist for that twisting straddle. Exhale, that hand comes back down. And then from there, begin to walk yourself around. So we end up in runner's lunge, but now we should be facing the back end of our mat. Once we're there and established, let's lift up our body. That brings us into our high lunge. And then when we add the arms overhead, that becomes Crusted Lunge. Let your palms press together at your heart center. Stay long in the waist. As we inhale, start to rotate towards that right shoulder. And then as you exhale, let that left elbow tuck itself to the outside of your right thigh and start to open that right shoulder a little bit more. As we exhale, let's untwist. Let your hands return to the mat. And then we're going to push that heel back down into the mat and start to straighten our right leg. While we're doing that, lift your right toes. Inhale, look out, and then exhale, let your upper body melt even farther down into that right thigh. And then see if you can't push your toes all the way down and sink just a little bit deeper into that stretch. Take one more inhale. Now on the exhale, the back foot stays the same, but I want you to rebend that right knee. Lift the upper body, and that brings us back into Warrior One. And then let the arms open wide, and let's pull that right leg straight. Rotate the upper body, and that brings us into Five-Pointed Star. Toes in, heels out. Outstretched arms. We feel like we're being pulled towards the sky. Everything's open. We're feeling lots of space. Rotate your palms so they face forward, and then start to bring those arms closer together. I want you to pass that left arm under the right so that you're actually setting the right elbow in the crease of your left elbow. Once that's done, let's bend at the elbows, and you can press the back of your hands together, or perhaps press your palms together. While that's happening, we're lifting those elbows. We're breathing across the upper back and the back of our shoulders. Take one more inhale in those eagle arms. On the exhale, let's untwist and just let the elbows and the forearms and the palms meet. And then as we inhale, start lifting towards the sky without shrugging the shoulders. And then exhale, open into your star. From there, turn your left toes to the front end of your mat. Align that left heel with your right arch. And then begin to bend the left knee. So we want to bring it out over the ankle without pushing past our toes. Now look past that left hand. And then pull the leg straight. Try again. Bend the knee. Pull it straight. Once again, bend the knee. Hold there and start reaching that left arm a little further forward. Now lift the left, lower the right. Turn your left palm to the sky. Breathe into Reverse Warrior. Good. Now while we're here, pull the left leg straight. And feel that stretch going all the way up the left side of your body. Now let's bring both arms back to shoulder level. And we're back in our starting position, which allows us now to begin our triangle pose. So imagine that you've got your back pressed against the wall, and we start to pull that right hip right. While the right hip is pulling right, the left arm is going to reach away from the right hip. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, lower your left hand, lift your right. And there's our triangle pose. Breathe away any tension you're holding in your shoulder or your neck. And perhaps you can actually let that left arm be free, so you're not using it to hold you. And then you can let it reattach where it was and stretch a little bit more wide. Let's take one more inhale on your exhale. Let's all bend the left knee. We can either place our left forearm on our thigh, or we could be reaching that hand to the mat. That becomes extended angle pose. And then if we take that right arm and start to lay it across the right ear, palm to the sky, we're going to gazing up past that right armpit. There's our side angle pose. Let's inhale the arm back up. Exhale, let's revolve upper body. Return to the ball of your right foot, bringing you back into your lunge. And then let's keep the right hand pressed down. Inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at our waist. Twisting lunge. Exhale the hand down. Send the left foot back, good strong plank. Exhale, lowering, elbows wide, chest down, hips down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank, staying in plank or insert a push-up. Now while you're still in plank, lift the right foot not too high, and let's press back, lifting the right leg, pushing out through the heel for three-legged dog. And then we'll send the right foot between the hands. Left foot forward as well. Toes in, heels out. Inhale. Roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Find a focal point for your eyes. Beginning to shift your weight into your right foot. Feeling the entire foot pressed into the earth. Belly button is pulling in tighter and tighter. And then we're going to place our left heel against our right ankle bone. When ready, lift that left foot. Place it somewhere on that right leg where you're not pushing your heel into the side of your knee. If you want to, you can grow the branches of your tree. Let your branches open. Go ahead and place the left foot back down, re-rooting our tree. Now let's inhale, touch the sky. On the exhale, open just the arms. Let your hands come together behind you and hook. You can either hold your thumbs or your second and third fingers together or clasp your hands. While you're doing that, you're going to start to lift that heart center, open your throat, and pull down with your hands. Inhale, neutralize your spine. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, pulling ribs closer and closer to your thighs as you fold down, and then extending those arms towards the sky. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Let's step back with our left foot, returning to our lunge. And then from there, we walk ourselves around into our wide straddle, facing the other edge of our mat. So, toes are in or straight ahead, hands directly under shoulders. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, we're melting. And remember, bent knees is perfectly fine. Go ahead and push down into your palms, arms get straight. And again, I want you to spread out your toes really wide and raise your heels. And then push your heels down. And raise your toes. And then press all of those toes down. Slide that right hand over so it's centered beneath you. Push on it with your left hand. And then as we inhale, open the left arm, revolve at the waist. Twisting straddle. Exhale, return the hand to the mat. Proceed to walk yourself around, so now you're facing the back end of your mat in your lunge. Once you've established your lunge, let's lift upper body, bringing us into our high lunge. Adding the arms to the sky, Crescent Lunge. Let your hands press together at heart center. As we inhale, begin to rotate towards your left shoulder. And then as we exhale, tip forward, and we want to tuck that right elbow to the outside of our left thigh, keeping that elbow and shoulder rolling open. As we exhale, let's untwist. Return your hands to the mat. Now go ahead and push your right heel down, keeping those toes turned out a bit. And then start pulling your left leg straighter and straighter. We want to lift our left toes. Inhale with a flat back, and then exhale, let your upper body melt into that front thigh. And then see if you can't press your foot back into the mat, sinking a little bit deeper. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, we're going to keep the back foot as is, but rebend the front knee and lift up our body, bringing us back into Warrior One. Let the arms open wide. Start to pull that left leg straighter and straighter, rotating our upper body. We end up facing the wide edge of our mat. Toes are in, heels are out. There's our 5-pointed star. Good, now let your palms rotate to face forward, and we'll start bringing those arms closer and closer together. From there, let's pass the right elbow under the left elbow, and then let your elbows bend back so the hands meet or palms can meet. And then we're going to keep those elbows lifting. Deep stretch across upper back and back of shoulders. From there, let's untwist, let the elbows and the forearms meet as well as the palms, and then start extending the arms towards the sky. And then let the arms open, and that brings us back into 5-pointed star. Now we're ready to turn our right toes to the front end of our mat, align our right heel with our left arch, keeping those hip bones facing the side of our mat, bend that right knee. And then pull it straight. Try again, bend that right knee. And then pull straight. Once again, bending the knee. Now reach a little bit farther with that right hand. Lift the right as you lower your left and turn your right palm to the sky. And then start to pull that right leg straighter and straighter. Feeling that long stretch up the right side of your body. And then just bring yourself back to your start position. And we're ready to build triangle pose. So imagining that we're doing this pressed against the wall. We start to pull that left hip left. And then we're going to reach that right arm as far away from the left hip as we can. And once we can't get any farther apart, go ahead and lower your right hand and lift that left hand. And again, we want to really stay open and breathe away any tension that you're squeezing into your neck or your shoulder area. And then perhaps you can let that right arm kind of swing free. And then just let it reattach. And then let's bend the right knee. You can either place your forearm on your thigh, or you could reach your right hand to the mat for extended angle pose. And then start to lay that left arm across your left ear, palm to the sky. We're kind of looking up past our left armpit towards the sky. Side angle pose. Let's inhale the arm back up. Exhale, let's start revolving the upper body. Return to the ball of your left foot, bringing you back into your lunge. And then let's keep the left hand pressing down as we inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at our waist, and there's our twisting lunge. Exhale that hand down. Step the right foot back into plank. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lengthening, rising into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale to our plank. You can stay there or insert a push-up. And then let's lift the left leg not too high. And press back into three-legged dog. Step the left foot between your hands. Step the right foot forward also. Toes and heels out, and then inhale. We roll up, reaching to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. So from now, we're going to find a focal point for our eyes. Begin to shift your weight into your left foot, feeling the entire surface of that bottom left foot on the earth. And then take your right heel and place it against your left ankle bone. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift that foot. And just make sure that you're not pushing your heel against the side of your knee. Exhale as we lower. Return your foot to the mat. And just really breathe and open in standing mountain pose. Let's inhale to the sky. Exhale again, just the arms opening. Hook them together again behind you. As you're opening that heart center, we're tipping the head back to open our throat. And then inhale to neutral and exhale. Start folding forward, pulling ribs to thighs, letting that head drop, extending the arms. And then let's exhale, release our fingers back to the mat. Let's step back, right foot, left foot into plank. Hold on to that plank, belly button nice and tight. And then let's keep right shoulder over right wrist and open for side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Exhale, come back around into plank. Insert a push-up. And then let's keep left shoulder over left wrist, turning to open for side plank. Come back around into your plank. Insert a push-up. And then press back up into downward facing dog. Let's walk the dog a few times. And then just press those heels down. And then let's try bending the elbows so our forearms make it to the mat. And that simply becomes our preparation for Dolphin Pose. Let's make sure we're pushing away from the mat, not sinking down. And then let's try extending the right leg towards the sky. Send that foot down and we'll switch. Remember, no sinking. You want to be pressing away from the earth. And then let's lower that leg and start to walk the feet back. And that'll bring us into a nice solid forearm plank. Let's ease to the knees and the tops of our feet. And then feel your body melt down. You can rest your forehead on the back of your hands. And then let's extend the arms out. Try to stretch a little bit farther with your left arm and your right leg, and then add a little bit of a lift. Bring that down and we'll switch. Right arm, left leg extend first, and then we add our lift. And lower down. And now arms and legs together, extend, extend, and lift. And then while you're up, let the arms go wide. And now try letting your arms extend alongside your body, palms inching their way down your outer thighs. Now let's keep everything lifted, but place your hands so they're under your shoulders with your elbows close. And then lower the legs. Press down through the tops of your feet and your hip bones. Think about lengthening the upper body a little bit more and just pressing up a little higher. Now push all the way back, take your time, and move yourself into extended child's pose. Let's take that left arm and pass it through the right armpit. Let your shoulders sink to the mat. And then we'll switch. And then bring that arm back out and extend. And then let's bring the hands closer to the shoulders and lift upper body. From there, I want you to tuck your toes under. And we're going to push back so we end up in a little squat. And once you get yourself in your squat and you feel like you're balanced, see if you can take your hands together right in front of that heart. And then let's release the hands back to the mat. We can ease back down onto our knees and then just come around and we'll have a seat. Let's start out with our seated butterfly, pressing the soles of our feet together. Let your feet just kind of rest in your hands. Pull your heels in closer to your body, and while you're doing that, widening the knees, lifting and opening the heart, breathing into inner thighs and outer hips. And then as we exhale, let's soften a little bit. And let's bring the knees closer together. Place your hands behind your thighs. And then I want you to scoop the belly and just kind of round your back so your chin drops towards your chest. Breathe across that upper back and back shoulder area. And then as we inhale, start to lift and open. And then just neutralize everything. Keep the belly button super tight and let's balance. Little by little, try extending your legs. Go where you can without rounding your back. And then we'll add the arms. And then from there, I want you to bring your hands down so your fingertips point right at your buttocks. And then we're going to bend the elbows so we end up on our forearms. And then once we're on our forearms, we're going to bend the knees, bring the soles of our feet together. And then let's bring the knees together. Set the left foot on the floor. Cross your right ankle onto that left thigh. And then from there, just ease the upper body to the mat. Now lift your left foot and thread your hands so they're under that left thigh. As you're pulling the left leg closer to your body, think about opening the right knee wider. So I want to feel this in the outside of our hip. And then let's extend that leg straighter and straighter. See about walking your hands up closer to that left ankle. And then while we're doing that, we're pulling that leg closer to the body. We're still opening that right hip. From there, let's bend the left knee. You can place your foot back on the mat. And then cross that right leg farther over your left. Let's open the arms really wide and start to drop both knees to your left as you're looking to your right. And we'll inhale everything back to neutral. Let's uncross. And now we'll switch. So now let's place left ankle on right thigh. And start to press open on that inner left thigh. And while we're doing that, lift the right foot and thread your hands behind your right thigh. Keep pulling everything towards your body, but keep opening the left knee away from the body. And then from there, let's extend the right leg towards the sky. Walk your hands up closer to that ankle. And again, while you're pulling towards your body, keep opening that left knee. And then let's bend the right knee. Place your foot on the mat. Cross your left leg farther over the right. Arms are nice and wide, and start dropping your knees to the right as we gaze to our left. And then let's bring everything back to neutral. And let's uncross the legs. Keep your feet firmly planted on the mat. We've got our toes and our heels out. We've got our feet about hips distance apart. And we've got enough space between our gluteals and our heels that when we bridge up, we're going to feel it in the back side of the body. So keep your arms flat at your sides, palms to the sky. And then as you're tightening the belly, visualize that spine leaving the mat, one vertebra at a time. Bridging up until we're as high as we can get without feeling any weight in the neck. Feeling lots of activation in the buttocks and the hamstrings. And then let's inch our way down one segment at a time. And once we've made it all the way back into the mat, one knee at a time pulls into the chest. Nice and close to the body. Adding in our gentle rocks. Holding center and circling the knees. And then let's reverse. And again, just a nice close hug to the body. And then let's release, and we can rest our feet down. Arms at our sides, we're going to just slide one heel all the way out. Once it's there, really press out through that right heel, stretching that leg. And then let it relax, and let's slide the other heel out. And then once it makes it all the way out, pressing out through that heel. And then let it relax. And then simply adjust your body on the mat until you feel like you're in a very relaxed state. We're not feeling any points of pressure. We're just going to close the eyes and breathe our breath around the body. Seek out spots that remain tense or tight, or areas that give you some kind of issue. And just let your breath kind of hang out in those spots. is the blanket that covers the world with happiness. Peace is what calms the children. Peace is what soothes the trees. Peace is what quietly sneaks through the door. Peace is what the world wants. This was written by Gabriel DeCio, grade 3, Sacramento, California. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts. Make that choice to live today with courage, with an open heart and a grateful heart and a hopeful heart. Spreading random acts of kindness wherever we can. Remember that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united. We are the same. We are one. Namaste. I hope you stay healthy and stay safe, and always be kind. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you soon.